Princess and visits Women's Institute on 100th anniversary. Now, here's something you don't see every day: a century-old community hub buzzing with excitement as royalty walks through its doors. The people of Carterton, Oxfordshire, were treated to a moment in history when Princess and the Princess Royal paid a special visit to the town's Women's Institute to celebrate its 100th anniversary. It wasn't just another ribbon cutting or photo op, this was a heartfelt homecoming for a community that's been thriving for generations. The visit took place earlier this month, on Thursday, October 9th, and though it's been a few weeks, the newly released photos are giving royal fans something to talk about. Dressed in her signature elegant style, Princess Anne brought both warmth and prestige to the event. She didn't just breeze through the hall, she spent real time with the women who've kept the Carterton Institute alive for a century. Each handshake, smile, and conversation showed why she's one of the most hardworking and grounded members of the royal family. Before we go any further, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the latest updates on royal events, heartwarming community stories, and everything in between. There's so much more coming your way, and you won't want to miss it. Back to Carterton, where history and community spirit collided in the best way possible. The hall where the Women's Institute meets has been standing for 100 years, and it's no ordinary building. It's been the heart of the town, hosting gatherings, fundraisers, and local events that have bonded generations of women through friendship and service. So, when Princess Anne walked through its doors, it wasn't just about royal glamour, it was a nod to everything this small-town institute represents: resilience, tradition, and togetherness. The president of the Carterton Women's Institute, Jan Barnard, couldn't hide her pride and excitement. She shared that the Princess Royal was very supportive and chatted to all our members individually. And that's what makes and so admired her genuine interest in people. She's never one to stand on ceremony for long, she dives straight into conversations, asks questions, and really listens. One of the most touching moments came when the princess was introduced to the Institute's archivist, Evelyn Gillian, one of the longest-serving members. Evelyn took great delight in showing Her Royal Highness the group's historical archives, complete with vintage photographs and stories spanning generations. The exchange wasn't just formal, it was personal, almost nostalgic. You could see Anne's face light up as she listened, connecting the past with the present in a way only she can. Then came the highlight of the day, a moment that combined royal tradition with local pride. At a small yet meaningful ceremony, Princess Anne unveiled a commemorative plaque marking the Institute's 100th anniversary. Cameras flashed, applause filled the air, and then, with her signature grace, she cut a beautifully crafted cake baked by one of the members. It was a gesture both symbolic and sweet, literally and figuratively. As Ms. Barnard explained, the hall isn't just for the Women's Institute anymore. It's become a cherished space for the entire community, hosting everything from social gatherings to fundraising events. These bookings have assisted us to raise funds for the hall renovation project, which is nearly completed, she said proudly. The princess's visit was more than an honorary occasion, it was a public recognition of the countless hours of volunteer work and dedication that have gone into preserving this local gem. And speaking of community ties, there was another connection that made the day even more special. On the same day as her Carterton visit, Princess Anne made a stop at nearby RAF Breise Norton, one of the UK's most important Royal Air Force bases. As the honorary Air Commodore, she joined the celebration of the 24th Squadron's 110th anniversary. Wing Commander Al Dow summed up the significance perfectly, saying, "These celebrations not only honored our squadron's storied past but also highlighted the dedication and professionalism of our people today." For the Carterton Women's Institute, RAF Breise Norton isn't just a nearby military base, it's part of their extended family. Ms. Barnard revealed that the RAF has been instrumental in supporting the Institute's fundraising efforts, helping them reach milestones they once only dreamed of. That day, the connection between the two, community and service, was on full display, representing the kind of unity that defines small-town Britain at its best. What made the week even more remarkable was the overlapping schedule of royal visits. Just as Princess Anne was leaving her mark in Carterton and Breise Norton, the Princess of Wales, Kate Middleton, was also in Oxford for her own engagements. It turned into a full-blown royal week in Oxfordshire, a rare treat for royal enthusiasts and locals alike. Two of the most admired women in the royal family, out and about, connecting with the people who keep Britain's communities strong. It doesn't get more inspiring than that. Now, here's the thing about Princess Anne, she's often called the hardest-working royal, and this visit was another perfect example of why she's earned that reputation. With her no-nonsense approach, sharp wit, and tireless dedication, she represents a style of royalty that's both traditional and refreshingly down-to-earth. Whether she's unveiling a plaque in a small village hall or representing Britain abroad, she brings authenticity to every encounter. Those who were lucky enough to meet her that day described the atmosphere as both joyful and humbling. The Carterton Hall, usually filled with the sound of laughter and chatter, had an added touch of royal charm. Banners and flowers lined the entrance, and members proudly wore their pins and badges as they welcomed their distinguished guest. When it entered, the room fell silent for a brief moment, a mix of excitement and awe before erupting into applause. After the official ceremony, Anne took her time walking around, greeting members, sharing laughs, and listening to their stories. She asked questions about their community work, upcoming projects, and even about the renovation efforts underway. The women later said how impressed she was with the Institute's legacy and their commitment to keeping it alive for future generations. The visit wasn't just about marking the past 100 years, it was also about looking ahead. As one member put it, having Princess in here reminds us that what we do still matters. We're part of something bigger. That sentiment echoed through the hall as everyone reflected on the importance of community service in an age where face-to-face connections often take a back seat to digital life. There was something poetic about the way history came full circle that day. A century ago, the Carterton Women's Institute was founded to empower women in rural areas, giving them a voice, skills, and a sense of belonging. Fast forward 100 years, and the spirit of those early pioneers still lives on. Princess Anne's visit felt like a royal acknowledgement of that enduring legacy, a reminder that the values of friendship, charity, and community never go out of style. As the celebration came to a close, members gathered for group photos, their smiles beaming with pride. Princess Anne waved farewell, leaving behind not just memories but also motivation. The event might have lasted just a few hours, but its impact will ripple through the Carterton community for years to come. In an era when so much of royal life is scrutinized online, moments like these show why the monarchy continues to hold a special place in Britain's heart. It's not about pomp or headlines, it's about connection. Whether it's a handshake with a longtime volunteer or a shared laugh over a homemade cake, these are the gestures that make royalty feel real, relatable, and relevant. And for the Carterton Women's Institute, the day wasn't just about celebrating their centennial, it was a reaffirmation of their mission. As they look forward to the next 100 years, the message is clear: community spirit never fades. So, the next time you see a headline about Princess Anne attending another engagement, remember this day in Carterton, a day filled with history, humility, and heart. A century celebrated, a community uplifted, and a royal visit that will be remembered for generations. Thanks for watching till the end. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell for more inspiring royal stories and uplifting community moments.